have an issue when it comes to wintertime at our house. Our hot water runs from the hot water heater, obviously, but then it runs into the crawl space almost immediately and then feeds all of our master bathroom appliances and then loops its way back around to our kitchen. It literally takes almost 7 minutes for hot water to run to our kitchen. Well, we're going to try to fix that today with some pipe insulation and probably about 30 minutes of hard work. So Zach's going to join me for this one, and we'll share with you kind of the process along the way and what we're doing to kind of install this properly to put some R value on our hot water pipes so we don't waste all of the hot water that our poor little hot water heater is trying to create. So we're working with two different types of, two different sizes of insulation here, because we've got our 1/2 inch and we also have our 3/4 inch here. Now the 3/4 inch stuff is self-sealing, so they've got this little tape on the inside here that once you peel those strips away, those two edges stick together. The R value for these pieces of insulation is about 3.1, 3.3. It's not huge, but for such a long run as we have with this pipe, which you're going to see here in a second, it's going to create a whole heck of a lot better performance in cold weather like we're having now. And my goal is to be able to expand my shower time from 4.7 minutes to maybe I can get 10. We'll see. Really, it's for my wife's benefit. She is so done having cold showers. But do it right and you're going to have hot water a little longer in the cold season. This line right here is the inlet coming from our water main, which is right around the corner. Comes in, runs into the hot water heater there, and then, obviously branches out, and along the way it branches out to other cold water outlets throughout the house and the kitchen. We had the house replumbed, and once they pulled the hot water in, came in through right there, and then runs down to our master bathroom, hits all the fixtures there, continues to run hot water down through the house, underneath there, all the way back down to the kitchen, which is right just past that pillar there. All right, so I've got a elbow coming out of my initial 3/4 inch line. Now you can buy tees, you can buy elbows, all of those kind of things out of this insulation pre-formed for you. Listen, I ain't got time for a little tee that costs like $4. This here costs $3, and the 1/2 inch costs $2. You can do it if you know what you're doing. It's super easy. Duct tape works wonders. You're not going to lose really any R value out of it by buying the tee versus doing the technique I'm going to show you here. But you essentially get a nice little retractable blade, and you're going to want to cut it on the tape side just down to where the interior diameter meets the other end of the foam. So you can kind of see right there. It's just down to the inside diameter of this, so that when I fold it, I get a nice 90. My pipe can work through there just fine, and I can still seal both my edges. We're going to go install this. I'm going to take the tape off here after I get it all fit on, and I know that I'm working with the right size insulation. We're going to continue on running it all the way until we meet up with Zach over there, where it drops down to 1/2 inch. the tape there is pulled off, you can just simply close that along the way. Apologize for the Band-Aid, but I would mention be careful when you're using knives. Safety tip for all you kids out there. All you kids that are insulating plumbing for your dad's house. Be careful with the knife, right?
I cut myself twice already.
This right here, just as a quick example, is a T-joint where we've got our 3/4 inch line running all the way through, hitting up with a few other fixtures. But then this line here is a 1/2 inch. And so what we're going to do is notch the 3/4 inch insulation so that the 1/2 inch insulation comes down and makes a much better connection than just trying to fit a flat surface against the round one. So Zach is finished from that end. We met each other, and we just need to pull the yellow strips off those right there, make those seals, and then we'll get to taping. On places like this where we come in contact with a joist underneath and we got a little hanger there, all you really want to do is keep it from separating. So get it close, pull it till you feel it connect, run it over to the other side. Doesn't have to be super pretty. And then we make that seal. And you can tell there's a little bit up here too. We might run another little bead around that just to seal that little joint up right there. Yep.
Went from holding the light to now filming for you.
Oh, that's right.
Keep the light steady. Now I'm
Right here! Shine it right here!
Now I'm filming for you.
That's right. The other one is, all right, what did you guys do with my hammer?
So grab me a wrench, brings back a screwdriver. Flathead, not Phillips.
All right, remember these 1/2 inch ones don't have a seal on the backside, so that's why I ran that long strip up the backside here just to cover the seal, and then we'll close it up at both ends here just to make it tight. Following these lines all the way back to the kitchen sink where Zach started on the other end, and that's pretty much it. In Tennessee, the winters can either be fairly mild or they can be pretty brutal. And winterizing your hot water pipes especially is a really good way to conserve energy and make sure that you got hot water in the really cold months. So doing what we just did is one way to winterize your water lines, especially if they run through a crawl space in your home, which is very typical where we live, and they're not, the crawl space itself isn't fully insulated or sealed as well as it could be. So that happens to be the case with ours, and I think doing this is going to give us a much better run with hot water for the cold months and the heat that's supposed to be in those pipes. So good job, Zach.
Thank you.